Hello everyone, welcome to Communication for Happiness. I Nikita and I am a writing trainer here. In this video, we'll talk about writing portion of academic. But firstly, we'll talk about what IELTS is. It is International English Language Testing System. What academic writing is? There are two tasks in writing module, that is task 1 and task 2. There are 6 types of task 1, that is pie chart, map, line graph, table, bar graph and process chart. You have to complete task 1 in 150 to 180 words within 20 minutes. And if we talk about task 2, there are 8 type of task 2. First is advantage and disadvantage, outweigh advantage and disadvantage, agree or disagree, what extent do you agree or disagree, causes and effects, problems and solutions, positive and negative development, view and opinion. You will be given 40 minutes to complete your task and the word limit is 250 to 280 words. Now let us talk about format of task 1. We have to make 4 paragraphs in task 1. In first paragraph, we have to do paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means we have to use the synonyms of the question, and in the second paragraph, we have to write the overview. And we have 2 main paragraphs, that is BP1 and BP2. In BP1, we have to support the main features, and BP2, we have to also support the main features, and the last step is that you have to check your work. Things you should looking to include in line, pie, table and bar. You have to be focused about these 4 things, that are high and low values, highest increase and decrease, unchanged data, highest majority and minority, highlighted differences and similarities and major trends. You have to use different vocab for different tasks. Now we'll discuss about the vocabulary for line graph. For the increasing trend, you can use the words jumped, inclination, shoot up, accelerated, raised and inflation. For the decreasing trend, you can use the words fall, decline, drop, reduce and deteriorate. For the instant changes, you can use the adjectives drastically, dramatically, sharply, quickly and rapidly. And for the data that remains same, you can use unchanged data, remained constant, stayed at, stood at, and for the slow changes, you can use the adjectives slowly, steadily and gradually. Now we will discuss about the vocabulary for pie chart. Instead of using numerical value, you can write it in the form of words. For 15%, you can use less than a fifth. For 10%, you can use 1 in 10. For 5%, you can use 1 in 20, 80% for fifth, and for 75%, you can use 3 quarters. For 70%, you can use 7 in 10, and for 65%, you can use 2/3. For 60%, you can use 3/5. For 55%, more than half. For 50%, half. And for 45%, more than 2/5. For 40%, 2/5. For 35%, more than a third. And for 30%, less than a third. For 25%, a quarter. And for 20%, a fifth. Now it's turn for the vocabulary for table and bar. You can use for the equally popular data, we can use was equally popular and far more than, slightly higher than that of, considerable higher number, far more popular. The vocabulary for map is clockwise, anti-clockwise, across the road, in the middle of, is located, is constructed and demolished, removed, shifted, replaced and converted. And in process chart, we have to use passive voice. There is no particular vocabulary for process chart, but the thing that we have to keep in notice that passive voice is compulsory for process chart. Now we'll discuss about the task 2. Essay structure of task 2 is, in the first part we have to write introduction, and for introduction we have to do paraphrasing and give your opinion and outline main idea. And for BP1, that is main body paragraph 1, we have to write a topic sentence and explain the topic sentence in brief, and then we have to give an example related to topic. And if we talk about body paragraph 2, we have to do the same. Firstly, we have to write about the topic sentence, and then we have to explain about this topic sentence and have to give example related to this. And in the last part, that is conclusion, we have to write the summary of the main points. In the case of advantage, disadvantage, view and opinion, problem and solution, and causes and effect, we have to write 50-50% about both the things. And if we talk about agree or disagree and positive or negative development, we have to write 100% on each side. And on what extent do you agree or disagree, and on outweigh topic, we have to write in proportion 70-30. If we talk about the topic, what extent you agree or disagree and outweigh, then how can you write 70-30 proportion? Like if in the question you are more agree than the disagreement, then you have to write 70% about the agreement and the 30% about disagreement. And in case of outweigh, if you think that the advantages are more than the disadvantages, then you have to write 70% about the advantages and 30% about the disadvantages. Now we'll discuss about the band criteria of writing portion. Firstly, we have to talk about task response. In task response, we have to pay attention to all the issues in the essay question. And secondly, answer the essay question with relevant main points, and plan your supporting points so that don't get off the topic, and you have to write over 250 words. And now I'll talk about coherence and cohesion. In this case, you have to organize your ideas logically and use a range of linking words. And in the case of lexical resources, you have to spell word correctly, avoid using informal language, paraphrase carefully to avoid errors. And lastly, we have to talk about grammatical range and accuracy. We have to use a range of sentence structure, use the correct punctuation, use comma after connectors. Thank you for watching this video. Do like, comment, share and subscribe this channel. Thank you.